It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Rhonda.
What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda, and I'm back to talk about.
What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. We over here to talk about some things. A dose, if you will. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's the thing to do. Trying to work my way up to 500. Anyway, y'all, what we gonna talk about? Sometimes it be nothing going on, then all of a sudden it be a whole lot of shit going on, and your real life shit be going on. And so, I be trying to get over here and talk to y'all. But today has been a doozy. I'm here anyway. Woke up this morning, my air conditioning wasn't working. I live in Florida. That's not cute. So since I don't own my home, I got to go through the process of landlords and, management companies and things. And let me tell you about management companies. They don't give a fuck. They just over here collecting a check. Thankfully, because see, this is the thing. When you have a management company, they really don't like you to have a relationship with the landlord. However, my landlord came to check on that crib, and I'm taking good care of it. So we exchange numbers, and when things pop off, I do have like a direct connect. What do Melody Cherie be having over there? A red phone? Better get you a red phone. Anyway, today, I wanted to take a moment to shout out the track stars over there bringing home medals. We've been following Sha'Carri, and although she didn't bring home gold, she did a damn good job. So let's talk about these people. Julian Alfred is from St. Lucia. She came over there to win the very first medal for her country ever, and she brought home the gold. So you got to give her a shout out for that. That's very dope. I mean, when she goes home, she about to be the queen of St. Lucia. I'm just saying. She did the thing in 2.72 seconds. Then you got your girl Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri, we've been watching her whole journey. She had a little snag, but she showed you like how she can come through and do things. She did it in 10.87 seconds. And Miss Melissa Jefferson, she came through with 10.92. Melissa, make some noise. Because, we all been, very much following the Sha'Carri story. But Melissa got a story too, y'all. I want you and Sha'Carri to come home and get all the endorsements from everywhere. Till we come back next time in 28. Girl, you ain't coming home empty-handed. That's nothing. It's not like she was slow or anything. 10.72, 10.87, and 10.92. Congratulations, ladies. And on to the men. Noah Lyles from the USA. 9.784 seconds. Y'all, what can you do in 9.784 seconds? If I go ahead and stand my ass up out this chair, put it back in, he'd probably already be at the end of the daggone finish line. Keyshawn Thompson from Jamaica. Hey, come back to Jamaica. 9.79, and Fred Curley from the US brought home the bronze medal at 9.84. Like, they literally damn near crossed the daggone finish line all at the same time. I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it. I would love to see that in person. Oh my gosh. It's like art watching them just like, anyway. Congratulations, gentlemen. I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm only going to talk about the things that interest me. Some of y'all ain't watching. Some of y'all are. We're going to talk about Simone because she went over there and did the damn thing. We talked about this. She breaking records. What's her name? Julian Alfred, first ever in her country. Simone Biles, most decorated athlete ever anywhere. That's a thing that you're like, oh my God, like, can you imagine her trying to process this achievement that she probably, I don't know. I've seen video of little Simone, and she came to handle business when she was like 4. So I'm not surprised that she's here. It's been fun watching her do it. She took the time off she needed during the last Olympics because y'all was doing a lot, trying to travel after the world been shut down and things. And, she was like, I need to pause. And I appreciate that. And I respect that. You got to take a break and not let the shit you're doing break you. That's a whole lot of pressure. Damn gold on goals. What's he say? Goes around my neck. Goes around my neck. What happened to him? Anyway, some people don't know how to say congratulations. Hey, Michaela. Michaela. Michaela, was you at home? You wasn't at the Olympics. You wasn't on the team, were you? Okay. Did you try out for the team and not make it? Or, you see yourself as some type of, I don't know, the new Skip Bayless? Skip, they got your replacement over here, a big mouth, Michaela Skinner. So Michaela decided after this was right before Simone went and won all them damn golds. You know what I'm saying? Well, not all the golds, but the gold. Anyway, somehow or another, Michaela was, everybody but Simone is, lazy-ish. It was way better when the Russians were in it and that the coaches got to be mean to the gymnast. I liked it better then. I'm gonna say this. Russia is not there. Yes, Russia dominates a lot of the times in this particular competition. However, Russia's not there, bitch. That means these ones, should I say bitch? Probably not. I'm sorry, not really. But anyway, Russia's not there, girl. So these are the best ones there. And you say that like, come on, lazy? Okay, did she say lazy? She was making it seem like it's way easier for y'all to win falling off the... Let me let y'all hear what she had to say. Let me don't, get it wrong. Let me not put words in her mouth over here, Michaela. So go ahead and say your thing. Say what you had to say about the USA team gymnast over here.
Besides Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. I just noticed obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic. And it's hard too because it's a safe sport. Coaches can't get on athletes and they have to be really careful what they say, which in some ways is really good. But at the same time, to get to where you need to be in gymnastics, you do have to be, I feel like, a little aggressive and a little intense because I feel like, Russia's not going to be there, so they don't have to have the stress of Russia. And then what other teams really are there? There's a lot of teams that have gotten better and have gotten stronger, but I feel like no matter what, as long as we do a decent job, we'll be fine. Even just some of the other girls that fell twice and still ending up in second place in the all-around is just kind of crazy to me. Is it Hazley or Hesley? Hesley. Okay, but besides...
So Simone went and, got her gold medal. It was then named the most decorated athlete ever in history so far. And so, of course, she's about her team. It's not just about her. It's about her team. So she was like, I guess we ain't lazy now, or whatever she has said. Here, let me show you what she has said. So I don't want to put my words in her mouth. This is what she said on her Instagram. Now, what they say? Fuck around and find out. I think that's what had happened. And I feel like somebody said it over there on the USA gymnastic team, as they should have, because the people all then came over there to Miss Michaela's, what's her name? Skinner, Michaela Skinner. They went over there to her social media. Now she's all worked up because she would not like to have all these people over there harassing her on the internet where she opened her big mouth up on in the first place. Anyway, she would like for Simone to come save her. Simone, these people are mean over here. Can you please make your people stop? And I'm like, girl, first of all, Simone said those are not her people. She really appreciates that they support her, but I think the people just was over there telling you to shut the fuck up. And these people always come on the internet and say, now I've had death threats. You death threat people are weird. That's something different. If it happened, because I feel like everybody says that. Everybody says, you know, God forbid you say what you think, or you say what you think. There's plenty of sports commentators, I think, out there that have a different opinion. The things that they say about athletes. Hey, Skip Bayless. Hey, Stephen, what's his name? A. Smith, Stephen. They be over there saying horrible things about athletes. And I don't know if they get death threats or not, probably, but they don't be up here whining and crying. They come back popping their shit because that's what they said. You're allowed to say what you said, girl. Don't ask Simone to come make these people stop picking on you. You came over here with your mouth wide open. You put your whole entire foot in it. Now you don't like the way it tastes. Girl, here she go, like begging the people. Please make it stop, Simone. Girl.
Imagine my surprise last week when I was celebrating our team winning gold, just to see this brought up all over again by a caption on an Instagram post. If Simone truly believes that I called our team lazy and lacking talent, and if that's really how she feels, I am really heartbroken over it, but not just heartbroken because it isn't how I feel or even what I previously said, but heartbroken because Simone's latest post and others that followed it fueled another wave of hateful comments, DMs, articles, and emails. Hate that includes death threats to me, my family, and even my agent. So my family and my friends don't deserve to be caught in a crier here. They've done nothing. So to Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Please ask your followers to stop. You have been an incredible champion for mental health awareness, and a lot of people need your help now. We've been hurt and attacked in ways that I am certain you never intended. Your performance, the team's performance, and the Olympics in general should be a time that we support one another and lift each other and our country up. I love our country and I love our team, and I hope that we can move on and move forward and cheer on the rest of our teammates and our athletes together.
Did she say sorry? I don't think I heard her say sorry. Did she say sorry? She said some shit like, she said something like, I feel like I should apologize after Simone won that gold medal. I feel like I should apologize just to save my name. Maybe you should. Maybe you should have. Maybe that would have stopped all the, foolishness down in your comments, girl. I don't know. Michaela, I didn't know you before yesterday, and I don't know you now. So, sit down and shut up, and this will all go away. Did y'all see this? This be the weird stuff right here, because I see so many people. I'm talking about your boy Trump. I'm done with Simone, girl. Congratulations again. And Michaela, like I said, kick a rock or two. So, everything is very highly political right now. It's hard to not talk about it because that's what's happening. People are over here arguing about, groceries and gas prices and school systems and things. And those are always things that happen during these, times, election times. I feel like growing up, the ad, things that was out on the campaign trail. I was a kid. I wasn't paying attention like that. But I do remember people saying, hi, I'm George, Thompson, and I'm going to do this for your city and that for your city. And it was more or less promoting themselves. Then it got a little more snaky, like this guy did this and this guy did that. And it just keeps getting progressively worse. Like, I don't know. And I'm on both sides. You know what I mean? It's on both sides. But like for everybody, just a regular person that's not a red or a blue or a liberal or a conservative or any of those things. There's most of us, I feel like, sitting here like, what the fuck is happening right now? And why can't y'all sit down and make some sense? The shit is scary. And on one side, people are very aggressive. And on the other side, people are also very aggressive. It's just, anyway. Trump sat down with Adin Ross. I don't know who Adin Ross is. And I wonder what the hell he's doing over there. But I'm like, this is his base. He likes to go where stupid people are. I heard Amber was over there. Hey, Amber. Because you're kind of stupid too. Stay focused. So like I said, I see these clips of Trump sitting with this dude that I don't know, that's some type of, hell, content creator. But so am I. So hell, he don't know me. I don't know him too. He over here talking about Young Thug and walking in with the theme song, 50 Cent. I'm like, did he do that? They did that together. Was this like a whole viral thing? Like, I'm going to get Trump to come over here and walk his dumb ass in this room, and I'm going to play 50 Cent in the background, and he wants to be a rapper anyway or something. So I follow this content creator, Tiziant. I'm going to put his link in the bio, but he be, doing a lot of research on things. He's an interesting guy, send you, put you up on game and you be like, what? So he helped me find out who exactly Adin Ross is.
Well, Donald Trump's having a big day. He's being interviewed by Kick streamer Adin Ross. And if you don't know who that is, God bless you. You are the winner out of this equation. Adin Ross is known for, among other things, his prolific online gambling losses and inadvertently ruining Andrew Tate's alleged plan to flee to Romania by announcing it on his stream. But that's not all he's known for. I like when his chat brought up fascism and he didn't know what that was, let alone even how to pronounce it.
What does a fascist mean? It means you are a far right authorization ultranationalist. Oh my God, analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Gentile and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro? Never heard of my fucking life.
Oh, and speaking of Andrew Tate, when he interviewed him and Andrew Tate left the interview, Adin Ross took it upon himself to sniff his seat.
I
have work to do. I'm done. I fixed you.
Which makes me wonder, did he have an opportunity to sniff Trump's seat when he got up? I know that he gave him a Rolex, a gold day date with a green dial, which would definitely be above the 3,300 FEC contribution limit. Then he took him out to show him a Cybertruck that was wrapped with like Trump images, and it was unclear to me whether or not he was giving him that or just showing it off. But then out by that Cybertruck, they had a little fun together. And remember, these are the people who don't want you to think they're weird. Weird? Why would anyone think they're weird?
And this was another clip I saw of this boy, Adin Ross.
Give me 3 reasons why Trump is better than Biden. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to know if you're actually talking and you're not just a bot repeating
First of all, what happened with abortion is ridiculous. You should not be able to tell a woman what to do with her body. That's first of all. That's a woman's body.
You think?
Yeah, why are we doing this right now, bro, on stream?
You're so brain dead. You're so brain dead.
All right, Josh, do you have a sister? Do you have a sister?
Yeah, I have a sister, bro.
Okay.
Wait, you think Biden was the one that wanted abortion to be? That's what you think? That's how that works?
He's a president. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can not ban it. What do you mean?
All right, bro.
So we're having conversations about school systems and medical care, and people are very afraid of, I don't know what the people on that, I don't even want to label. I don't know what some of the people are thinking. I see a lot of people making a big hoopla over things that don't affect them really. It's really just for the sake of argument. There's no real logical thinking, because you're talking about how this man is, I'm following a great businessman. I'm quoting what I heard or read, a post that I read from somebody that I used to know. Anyway, that's another story. I don't think I want to talk about that today or ever, maybe. Anyway, I see a lot of people arguing just for the sake of winning the debate or the argument and proving a point, and this and not really, you're not the economy, the economy, but you're wealthy. So, will you not make as much money maybe as you did last year? Possibly. Will your family starve or be kicked out and homeless? That's not really a worry, because, you come from wealth. It started before you. You were destined to have it. And for some reason, y'all are over there acting like somebody is trying to snatch something away from you versus survive. Y'all really hate, when you talk about free lunches for children in schools, y'all don't want no abortions. So there's going to be an abundance of hungry babies that y'all don't want to feed. And Trump sitting down with this dude talking about Young Thug. I don't know what Young Thug did. I think he probably did something. I don't know if he's being treated fairly or not, but I think he probably did something, so probably not. I don't know what his funds was like when he went in there, but they might be dwindling. And I always keep seeing new judges and things coming over there. So I don't know. But Trump don't know Young Thug, nothing. Somebody told him. And he want to come over here and talk about Young Thug with whoever this kid is, Aiden Ross is. But when you bring up Sonia Massey and your homeboy Sean Grayson, who is over there pretending like he was terrified that the rebuke you in the name of the Lord had him in fear of his life. Let's discuss that. Because, you brought up immunity for police who can do clearly whatever the hell they want to do. Not all of them. I'm talking about police like this guy who probably worked for you. You know what I'm saying? That scares me. That scares me more than, oh my God, my taxes are going to be higher. Y'all's moral compass. And then that's another thing. Y'all want to ride on the moral compass. Child, you don't care nothing about these babies that are going to be born and not have nowhere to live and no way to eat. And the old people, y'all came for them and turned out the villages. You can't convince me that you start discussing their Social Security and their Medicare benefits and thought they was going to ride with that. Some will, but it's not the same ones that are living off of their, it's the ones that come from wealth, not the ones that are going to be in a whole different situation without the Medicare and their Social Security benefits. The villages is divided. Woo! I listened to this clown talking, this Aiden Ross. I'm not going to put his name to memory because, I don't know what he's over there doing. Being on the internet, people watch a lot of silly shit. I talk about a lot of silly shit. But do you really think young Aiden over here votes? He might not be worried about it because his homeboy, J.D. Vance, he got some connections with billionaires that feel like, what did it say? J.D. Vance is bankrolled by billionaire Peter Thiel, who gave Vance the largest amount ever donated to a Senate candidate, $15 million. Thiel says that the problem with America is that women and poor people have the right to vote and that America shouldn't be a democracy. That's his homeboy. And if somebody give you $15 million, it's because they expect you to follow through on some things. JD. Now, I told y'all about JD. JD was born in, where the hell was he? Ohio, in the cornfields of Ohio. He was born in a dysfunctional family. I don't know who his daddy was, but his mama was drug addicted and had a whole bunch of husbands. She had 3 husbands by the time he was 11 years old. I got some of the things stored in my memory. You know what I'm saying? He said he was riding with his mama one day and she tried to kill him. And she tried to off him. That's what he said in a story, in an article. And I'll cite it in the description box. Anyway, he said his mother tried to off him and that he had to run out the car. He had to jump out the car and run across the cornfields and find somewhere to hide. He probably called his mama and his papa. And they was the scariest people he knew. They stayed strapped, mama and papa. And I don't know what type of lineage, I don't know what type of jobs, things that they was over there doing, mama and papa, but they could afford to send them to Yale. Or maybe they couldn't. Maybe it was his $15 million friend. What do you have to do? I mean, I guess run for Senate, child. Get some things done. That's what's going on over there. But Trump want to sit down and talk to this kid who don't know his ass from his elbows. When Trump sat down with this Aiden Ross character, then the people said that Kamala should sit down with Kai Cenat. And I was like, why? Who is that? Kai Cenat. And I didn't understand the comparison because I didn't understand who the heck was Aiden Ross. So apparently this kid Kai, is he the same one who burnt his house down on the 4th of July or something? I don't know. Anyway, he was over here saying that the Secret Service was calling him up because the people said that he should, interview with Kamala Harris. And he, I guess he wasn't into it. The man said he don't care and all kind of foolishness. But I was like, who is he though? So he has a 6.4 million subscribers on YouTube and 13.9 million followers, whatever, on TikTok. Okay. He was over here having a birthday party. I'm like, let me go see what he be doing over here to have all these followers. So he was having a birthday party. He was at North's birthday party, and he seems to like hanging out with children, which makes sense because he seems very immature based on, his content. I don't know what he's like in his real life, but over on his social, on his content situations, he, does silly things that don't make sense to me because I'm a whole adult. I don't know how old he is, but he was, he's got Kevin Hart over there, and Kim Kardashian clearly had to invite him to the party because North asked for it. I'm like, okay, now I see why they said that, because he's seemingly stupid too. So, if Donald Trump does something stupid, then I guess Kamala should do something stupid too. I mean, Funky Dineva has 437,000 followers, and he said he was making $50,000 a month. So I don't know how much you make when you have 6.4 million followers. That's definitely not easy. I'm over here trying to get to 500, so it's not easy. And I'm kind of irritated because I was like, he has all these followers because he dances in, front of his camera with his friends, making silly faces and doing silly things. Nothing too crazy. He ain't gonna have to worry about them 13 million for long because TikTok ain't gonna be here. So I don't know how the TikTok money works, but yeah, you ain't gonna have to worry about that too much. So the dance routine might have to go over to YouTube, which is not very different. His content is not, it's skit type thing, just silly. I don't know, something that a child would want to watch. Northwest is 11. I don't think that he's influencing her voting. Is he voting? Probably not. Should he, I mean, if he's as stupid as this other boy over here, who would be voting for people for the wrong reasons because he ain't did no research. Kevin, yeah. Kim, talk to your boy over here. Make sure he knows which, person that he's, voting for when he goes over there. Because this other kid, Aiden, he had everything all switched around. Just because Donald Trump does something stupid doesn't mean that Kamala needs to do something stupid too. Does she need to appeal to a younger audience? Yeah. Who is that? I don't know. I don't know because I didn't know about this guy, and clearly at least 13 million people do, and they like him. So I don't know. That's definitely something that needs to be paid attention to because Kamala's 60 almost. And then she's not over there on TikTok, probably. But again, I feel like this is exactly why they want to fool around with the schools. Maybe this is an opportunity for somebody in his circle to point out the ignorance. That one thing, if you want to jump around in your underpants on TikTok, that's one thing. But when it comes to things this important that honestly could have a huge impact and effect on your lifestyle, young man, just saying, come out the 4th grade classroom. And to be honest, you can't even avoid it. It's all over the internet. This crazy man, JD, stopped down the air mat today and ran up on the vice president like a crazy man. I know you've seen it. You got, social media. So while you over there, coming up with silly little skits, you should probably pay attention. That's a lot of people that are paying attention to you. That's all. Who is this guy over here? Find out his name. I bet you he's got some good questions that he want to ask. Kamala Harris picked her vice president choice, Mr. Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota. He came over here to the rally popping his shit.
Again and again and again, Trump weakens our economy to strengthen his own hand. He mocks our laws. He sows chaos and division. And that's to say nothing of his record as president. He froze in the face of the COVID crisis. Drove our economy into the ground. And make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump. That's not even counting the crimes he committed.
I think the people are revved. They damn sure wasn't before. When this election started with Biden, I did not see this, being the end of the road. So I think the reason why it's so scary is that people who would typically just stay, true to this whole red-blue thing are like, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the things just sound absolutely ridiculous. And it seems like not just Black people, but a whole lot of people is worried about their freedom. The man said poor. He didn't pick no color. What's his name? JD's homeboy, Theo. And he's a gay man, has a husband. So I don't know, LGBT community, this one's yours. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know. I think the concerning thing is keeping an eye on how they're doing things behind the scenes. They are working very hard, like putting people in places to make sure elections and things are, they are actively in front of our faces trying to steal the election. You can be whatever, however, your thought process, your reasons for loving this man's holy jaws. That's all fine and good. But let's play fair though. You know what I'm saying? That's not what y'all do. That's not what y'all do. And so I guess we'll see. I know where my support is. I know I'm not gonna be quiet. I know that when I see young men out here, not young men, young people out here playing, and y'all be standing up like, I'm standing behind this businessman, are you? Because when you say stuff like that, it makes me see like, so you really don't care about people. It's just about your taxes? Okay. Yeah, we have to pay attention to what's going on behind the scenes. Why does this clown JD Vance feel like it's okay for him to run up on the vice president? The vice president, Kamala Harris? This is how you know this man did not have no good home training. I don't know what Mama and Papa was doing over there, but manners and things wasn't one of the things. They was over there teaching him entitlement, like you could just roll up on somebody if you feel like it. I don't like that. When I'm in the grocery store and I feel somebody walking up on me too close, I don't like it.
Guys, hold.
I'm holding.
Hannah, what do we know?
Can we walk over there?
Hannah?
Hannah, can we walk over there?
Hang on, everybody, hang on.
I just wanted to check out my future plane, but I also wanted to go say hello to the vice president and ask her why Kamala Harris why does she refuse to answer questions from the media? And I also thought that the press gaggle following her might get a little lonely. I at least have enough respect for you all and for the American people you report to come and talk to you and to answer some questions. And so I thought her reporters might actually benefit from that as well. So had a little bit of fun. I don't think the vice president waved at me as she drove away, but I'm glad to have done it. And I'm glad to be here in Wisconsin actually trying to persuade people to vote for us as opposed to just giving another scripted.
The vice president, Kamala Harris, does not have to talk to you. She's not just the vice president. She's the presidential nominee. So all conversations that will be had with Donald Trump, the other presidential nominee. Until then, honey, you need to be preparing yourself to speak to Tim Walz. That's who you can talk to. And the man said he's ready to holler at you and debate with you. We can't even trust your credentials walking up on this lady like that. You have several different names. We don't know exactly who you are. You talking about you checking out your jet, child. The man, what's his name? Peter Thiel? The man Peter Thiel gave you $15 million. You don't have a jet? What'd you do with that money? JD and all your other 7 names. What'd you do with that $15 million? Just wondering. In Tim Walz's speech, he was talking about, not being in favor. He's a former school teacher. He's not in favor of taking the books out of the schools. This guy, JD Vance, is worried about some toddlers reading porn or explicit, whatever he said. What kind of folks, y'all's over there, toddlers is reading explicit materials? We just want to have books in the school so the kids can be smart. Nelly was recently arrested for ecstasy possession in St. Louis. According to KRCG, Nelly was pulled over in the St. Louis area around 4:45 a.m. and was caught with 4 ecstasy pills. Nelly was also reportedly driving with no insurance. He was arrested on the scene and taken into custody, but released later. I don't give a damn what Nelly do. If he want to do ecstasy or whatever the hell with his, how old is Nelly? Is he 50 yet? He 40 something. Okay, Nelly. And everybody gonna want to bring Ashanti into this. Cause here you are, Ashanti. You done spent the block all the way back over here with Nelly. And He driving around with 4 ecstasy pills and no insurance. You just raggedy. Why? And I feel like it's not because he has insurance money. Child. He just ain't taking care of shit. If y'all are going to be under the influence of things, and I don't know if he was under the influence, but he got pulled over. Probably, who knows? Driving while black. Being Nelly didn't help. It helped him get out of jail for the time being, but I feel like this is not the end of that story. What does that baby do? I'm not even judging her. I'm judging him. I feel like her insurance is fine. This is the type of decisions the love of your life is making. What they be saying, you can't help for who you fall in love with, right? I think this is what they meant. They didn't mean when it was somebody's, boyfriend or husband and stuff. Y'all be trying to move the line over. That's not what they mean. They mean, I got this man over here that's the love of my life, and he got money to pay his car insurance, but he just didn't do it because he was over here on ecstasy instead of hiring an Uber driver or something. I don't give a god doggone what kind of under the influence things that you people out here in these streets try to be engaging in. None of my business. Don't care. Don't get behind the wheel and involve other folks. Get a driver. You don't get in as much trouble being the passenger. I'm the passenger. He's the driver. I paid him to drive me. So gather his insurance information. I'm just going to sit here and mind my business. My girl about to be wife. Y'all matrimonied. See, this is the thing to me that, it's not about the love necessarily. I feel like the love should be a very big part of it. I've said that before. But it's does he have his shit together? Driving around on ecstasy with ecstasy. Do you know Justin Timberlake? Are you friends? I'm not saying Justin Timberlake was on ecstasy or anything like that. I'm saying he was over here getting arrested for driving under the influence of something. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. So, Serena was over here in Paris with her family trying to go in this restaurant, and the people refused her. Okay. And I was, there were things, I was like, how places have dress codes. It says she had her children. I was like, was it one of those places where no children are allowed, or what was the reason why she wasn't, I don't want to just jump to it's because she's black, because a lot of times celebrities be thinking that they allowed to have privileges that, other people don't have because they're used to getting them. So I was like, well, what happened? So what happened was, who is my source? Of course, the Jasmine brand. A restaurant in Paris has more to say after Serena Williams called out the eatery for turning her away amid the 2024 Olympics. Maxime Minervi, who works at the Peninsula, that's the name of it, the Peninsula, France. This hasn't been a good year for y'all over there. First Kelly, now Serena. Maxime Minervi, or however you say his name, who works at the Peninsula, said that Serena Williams walked into the rooftop restaurant with another woman and a stroller in tow. The worker claimed that Serena looked unrecognizable. What does that mean? What does unrecognizable look like? Please explain. Is she your homegirl? Do you know her? Like, she don't look like she looked the last time you seen her. What exactly does unrecognizable mean? When she came there, only 2 tables were available and they had been reserved by clients of the hotel. Okay. My colleague didn't recognize her and feels terrible, but he told her what he would have told any other client. which is to wait downstairs in the bar for a table to become available. Okay. She had a problem with that. I guess maybe there's more to the story. You know, I feel like if that was the case, and I don't know Serena, but I feel like if, you know, if it had to be how he was approaching this lady. I'm just saying, if he had said, like, these tables are reserved already for someone. If you wait, like, downstairs, you know. And did she go, are you kidding me? Downstairs, I'm Serena Williams. I want to hear more of the story, if that's how that happened. But the thing that's confusing me, young person at the peninsula in Paris, France, where people been acting up towards Black folks lately. I don't want to be that person, but that, you know, y'all was trying to push Kelly down the stairs at the Cannes Film Festival. Now, I don't know what's going on over here with Serena Williams, but you said she was unrecognizable. So what does that mean? If you have recognized her, what would you have done differently? Because that's what you seem like. Seem like you're saying, had I known it was Serena, I would have just went ahead and gave her them tables that was already sitting there. That's it. That's all. I feel like reservations means when you get there, you get the table that's next. You know what I'm saying? Not, I'm going to sit here and hold this table until they decide whether they're coming or not. And I feel like there's a window, you know what I mean? But unrecognizable. Yeah, I just want to hear more. Serena, was you over there, like, you know, because the seven, you know, when the wrong person comes to Twitter, and that's not how she behaves. She will bust down the tennis racket across, you know, court if you piss her off. So her going over here to Twitter, I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know, like I said, if she was over there, like, do you know who I am in this man? And he said she was unrecognizable. If she wanted to name drop, though, she could have done that. So anyway, y'all, that's it for the Daily Dose. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk about some more stuff when some more stuff comes up. Bye, y'all.